Hi, this is Kat Kerr, and I'm here today to give you the Revelation Report from heaven. I've had many heavenly journeys, and the Father has asked me to share them with you. So today we're going to talk about using your gifts in heaven. You know, a lot of people don't realize it, but God made you a certain way. He made you special. It says you're wonderfully made in your mother's womb. And I want you to know that when you were sent from heaven to this earth, God put in you a personality. He put a soul in you, your mind, your will, and your emotions, but He put something else in there also. He put a gift that makes you you. And in this world, we're actually supposed to use those gifts, whether it's the best cookie baker in the neighborhood, or maybe you train horses to do barrel racing, you're an artist, or anything like in that way, you know, something that makes you just unique. Well, when you get to heaven, everybody will use their gifts, and that's the way heaven operates. I think it's a fantastic idea the Father came up with. When you get your mansion in heaven, you have more than just a place to live. He gives you a way to use those gifts, whatever they may be. I like to use an artist as an example. If you were an artist and you had accepted Christ, you died, you moved to heaven. By the way, nobody is lost in heaven. Stop saying you lost your loved ones. They moved to the greatest place ever. When you get there, you'll find out that He made you a mansion, and in that mansion you will find a studio with everything you need to produce the art, whether it's glass blowing or gems or fine art or pottery, whatever that is that you have as your gift. You'll have a way to use that in heaven, and then He gives you a gallery to show all the beautiful things you made, and then everyone in heaven will come to your place to look at your things, and guess what? You get to give them away. That's the best part. You don't pay for anything to make this stuff for the people, so they get to come and get it. You bless them with it. Sometimes they get gifts and put them in the mansions of their loved ones who haven't arrived in heaven yet, but I can tell you, no matter where you go in heaven, when you visit someone, you take them a gift. One of the other person's places I was shown was someone who loves horse riding. And let me tell you, if you ever want a horse, he won't give you one, he'll give you 100. Along with your mansion, you'll get a whole row of stables, everything you need to ride those horses. The best news is you won't have to shoe them, clean them, or even feed them. Okay, you're living in a supernatural place called heaven. All of your family and friends and other people will come to your place just to ride your amazing horses. They'll never buck, kick, or bite anybody. They've been designed for the pleasure of everybody riding them. And so that's the way God made it. And so even if you never get to use your gifts on this earth, you'll use them in their fullness in heaven. If you were meant to be a concert pianist and all you ever got to do is play the keyboard in your home, when you walk through those gates in heaven, that gift is 100% activated. When you get to your mansion, you'll find a studio where you can teach people to play like a grand pianist. You'll have your own grand piano, and you even have a place for people to come, like a performing center for people to watch you play that. Sometimes God will even allow you to play in the throne room for everybody there. It's just an amazing place to live. So don't think badly if you never get to use your gift on this earth. If you can, use it as a way to volunteer or just in any arena you can, but it's so important for you to be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. It shouldn't be that hard to figure out what your gift is. It's the thing you think about, dream about. If you can make a living doing it, you would do it. The problem is that the body of Christ, they go to church every Sunday trying to figure out what their gift is, and yet it should be apparent to you because it's what you love the most. The world doesn't have a problem identifying their gifts, training in them, and then using them in this earth. And so God wants you to know He made you unique and special. We all have gifts on the inside of us. We actually are the gift God sent from heaven. So please, if you haven't had an opportunity, try to find a way to release that gift into this earth. It's part of the kingdom He put within you. And when you use that gift in this world, you're releasing something from heaven into the people's lives. And honestly, some of the best people you get to impact with the gospel are all those who are connected with the gift you have. They come to watch it, use it. That gives you an open door to share the gospel. So remember, you are a gift God sent to this world. Please use it for Him, and may God bless you. If you'd like to know more about this subject, you can go to my website, revealingheaven.com. I've actually just produced a brand new DVD called Gifted, and you can get a lot more information from that DVD. And I hope you enjoy it. And this is Kat Kerr of Revealing Heaven, and I have to tell you about this revelation. You know what? Heaven is the most fun place you'll ever live in your life. Did you ever think of that? Most people, and including the world, think heaven is going to be so boring. They don't even want to go there. Most believers actually say, what in the world am I going to do for eternity? What is it going to do up there besides bowing to God and maybe singing some songs with the choirs in heaven, sitting on a cloud with a harp? Guess what? You don't get a harp when you go to heaven unless you already play one. You know, maybe if you want one to decorate your mansion, you might give you one. But what are you going to do with it anyway? The reason my hair is pink, by the way, I forget that a lot. God himself asked me to have pink hair for the reason that you will know heaven is going to be a whole lot more different than we thought it was. He takes me nonstop on tours of heaven so you can know what's really there. And the thing he asked me, the very first thing he said is, your assignment is to make heaven so real they could feel like they could live there, and they have to know it is going to be fun. He did tell you you had to be like a little child to enter into the kingdom of heaven, and he didn't say that because it was going to be sober and profound and serious. He said that because you will act and feel like a little kid. I see people getting out of transports and chariots and just running in circles, yelling and laughing. They're so excited because it's so much more amazing than they thought it would be. You'll see people celebrating, dancing in the streets, just grabbing everybody and hugging them. And you have parties everywhere in heaven. Heaven created parties, okay? We didn't make them on this earth. They did. They celebrate over everything. And so there is a lot of fun in the house. And I say house because you know what the word says. In my Father's house are many mansions. And people have this idea of a lot of rooms crammed inside of a big building. Forget that. His house would be the world called heaven. How big is it? So big that they have angels in heaven bigger than our planet. So let me take you out of your box today and share some of the fun places he's shown me in heaven. Yes, they have movie theaters in heaven. They invented it. We didn't. They have fantastic, exciting, intense, hilarious movies in heaven. If you ever wanted to be, you get to be. You go in the one door of the theater and sit and watch the movie, or you go down the hall in another door and you're literally step into the movie. You're in the movie acting. So how about that? That's a whole lot better than down here on this earth, isn't it? A lot of fun, exciting movies that are shown on the earth actually make it to heaven, but they do have some certain criteria you have to meet. You never see anything defiling, disgusting, vile, no sexual content, no profanity, no crude humor. Isn't that wonderful? Just think, anyone can go see the movies in heaven. I think they need to get a clue on this earth, okay? If they want it shown in heaven, they better straighten out a little bit of those things. But I can tell you, they have amazing movies in heaven. They have an amusement park in heaven where you can ride on carousels where the animals are alive. They don't have a post to them. They have like a little platform that goes up and down. Your kids get to ride on elephants and porpoises and baby dinosaurs and unicorns. The real thing, okay? You think you want to know what your kids are doing in heaven if they're there? They're riding the carousels in heaven. They're eating the cotton candy and the candied apples and popcorn and pies, and yeah, they do get some other stuff too, but you know what? It doesn't matter if you have a sweet tooth in heaven. Heaven was made for you. There's no food allergies, no weight gain. Your children, if they're children, they get hoverboards. They go together in groups all over heaven, even around the age of 5. They can't get lost. They're not going to get hurt. There's so many exciting things for them to do. They even have a place called Cartoon Village, and you can just guess what happens there. You get to create your own cartoon, and then you're in the cartoon as a cartoon. Isn't that fun? Just think, I think every kid living in heaven has probably experienced that. You say, how can that possibly be? Because it's not earth, all right? We're natural people here. In heaven, you're a supernatural, eternal being, and you do supernatural things. They have a place called Christmas Town in heaven. I've mentioned it before. You like snowball fights and skiing and ice skating? You go to Christmas Town. When you go into a new place in heaven, there's buildings. You walk through those buildings, put on the outfit you need to enjoy that part. Everything fits you. There's no 10 different sizes. It just conforms to your being. You go on sleigh rides, have hot cocoa, have huge snowball fights. You enjoy that part of heaven. God wanted it to be fun so you can enjoy your life. No one is resting in heaven. They need to wipe R.I.P. off the tombstones, and they need to say enjoying the party or riding the rush. Or that's what they're doing in heaven. You know, that's the reality of being in heaven. There's places in heaven where you can go. It's like the Amazon jungle or the rainforest, and all the animals in those places will actually talk to you. Nothing's going to harm you. You can go to sports in heaven.